Consistency is probably a really important thing for Dundee at this point in the season. How important is it then to get a good result in the Scottish Cup, even though the league is a priority?
Yeah, well, we know the league's a priority, but it's the next game, as I touched on. So I think in terms of consistency, in terms of being solid, I thought there was, good signs of that in the last 3 games. So I think what we've got to do is find a consistency in terms of our attacking threat. But as I said, we've been missing some really big players the last 2 or 3 games, and it's very easy to just come out and soundbite excuses. But I think these are factors, and I think when we do get these players back, obviously then it'll hopefully give us a little bit more of a footprint in being a bit more of a consistent threat from an attacking point of view.
Again, on that point, the defensive things have been working really, really well. Is that the area you've been focusing on in training every day?
Yeah, I think you're always looking for that balance, but we obviously had the clean sheet against Hibernian, and I thought we were solid against Motherwell. And I think it's always a good blueprint for any team. Even if you're a team near the top of the division, you're going to want to get clean sheets. And I think probably for us at the moment, if we can be in these games and deliver clean sheets or as close to them as possible, I think that gives us the best possible chance of winning games of football. So yeah, it's certainly something we're focusing on, but again, you've always got to find that balance of being solid and being hard to beat, but having enough of a footprint going the other way.
They talk of the romance of the Scottish Cup, and that there's always the giant killing thing that comes along. What does that mean to you as someone who's come into Dundee relatively recently and perhaps hasn't had any previous involvement in the Scottish Cup?
No, but I've had a lot of involvements in the English FA Cup. I was part of a team that went to the 5th round and played against Manchester United, and I understand the value of that to supporters and understand the value of it to players. So I think it's irrelevant in terms of it being the Scottish Cup or any cup. I understand football, and I understand the importance of any game to the community and a football club in general. So there's no change in my thinking of the importance of any cup game, actually, and particularly when we're in this stage playing against such an iconic club as Rangers. We want to give absolutely everything to give the club a lift and give the community and our support in general something to really enjoy, and that's in the forefront of our thinking, and that's absolutely something I can guarantee.
It's a few days obviously before the game takes place. Is it too early to know what the teams are going to be looking at with COVID and injuries and things that are currently in place, or is that something that you kind of know where it's going to now?
Yeah, I think what the last couple of weeks has told me, that we can plan as much as we want and things can change at the last minute with COVID or injury. So we got a rough idea, of course, what we're going to look like and how we're going to prepare, but I think at the minute we've absolutely got to be prepared for being adaptable to change, sometimes really, really short notice. So look, we're ready, and we'll be ready, and whatever group of players enter the pitch, we'll be giving everything to try and get a result.
The Scottish Cup is not really turned up any major upsets so far this season. Is Sunday the day to do that?
I certainly hope so, and there's the boys in there believe that, the staff believe that, so we need to go out there and ensure that we all believe that and buy into the game plan and try and get a positive result.
It's 90 minutes of football that's turning up extra time and penalties if need be, but it's settled on the day, and one way or another Dundee will know where they are. How much of a lift would that be to the final 3 league games to be sitting in the next round of that Scottish Cup?
Yeah, it'd be massive for confidence. Obviously wins breed confidence, and I think that's what we need. Need a feel good factor, get a win, and I'm sure we're not far away from getting a win, to be honest. If it comes on Sunday and then we can take that in the league would be great. But we just take each game that comes and just focus on each game that comes and try and get the 3 points, and obviously Saturday and Sunday we need to try and get through the next round.
In the games that the new management team have come in for, the defence seems to have changed in some of the ways that it's performing in a good way. How positive is that for you to look at as part of that group to kind of take into this game?
Yeah, obviously I've played defence in a 3, played in a back 4, and then played in midfield as well last couple of games as well, so I think that's key to any successful teams, keeping clean sheets and keep the back door shut and letting the forwards go in the game, and that's what we're trying to do since the new management team came in, and it's worked a little bit so far, so we need to try and keep the back door shut and then let the attacking players to go win us the game.
For yourself in the Scottish Cup, is this the week to surpass everything that you've done in the past?
certainly hope so. I was involved with Hearts, obviously when they beat Hibs. I was only a young boy in the 5-1 game. I think I was only 58 times, so I was only in training time, but I seen the build up and what it meant to the club and the players, and it's been stuck with me ever since that, and I've always been hungry for a cup run, and you know, I'm looking forward to the game Sunday. It's a big opportunity for us players and the club to, as I said, get to Hampden and get to a major semi-final.